course, the original, really founders of this event in London, and after 5 very successful years in London, it's very exciting to be here. So, of course, this is the New York Super Trunk Show, the inaugural event. We've got a collection of really some of the best in the shoemaking space here. So if you haven't had an opportunity to walk around and visit the various vendors and exhibitors here, I would certainly encourage you to do so. Quick moment of mention to our platinum sponsors. We have Bridlin Shoes from India, thank you, who is very generously providing the shoes that will be used, and not just for the Patina exhibition, but for the shoe shine competition. We have Saphir Medal d'Or, of course, the polish that these gentlemen will be using, and then KirbyAllison.com, which is where you can go purchase that. And then our gold sponsors, Acme Shoemaker. We've got TLB as well. So there you go, and then we've got a lot of other participants here. Everyone that you see with the booth certainly has helped contribute to this being able to happen, so make sure you spend some time talking to all of them. Now, before this, we had the Patina exhibition, and so they've taken a break, right? They've got 5 hours of work, 6 hours to do it, so they're taking their break right now. They'll be back. And if you are taking any photographs with them, we encourage you to do so. Just make sure you take the moment or the opportunity to tag them. So, without further ado, for the event, the main event, if you will, that we're here for, which is the inaugural U.S. Shoe Shine Championships. This is very exciting. We've got 3 finalists here that were chosen amongst an application of over 20 people. So, these really are some of the best here in the United States. We've got Chadwick Wingate right here, right? We've got Levi Elliott and Sonny Yu, right? So some of the best cobblers, or not cobblers, or shoe shiners here. So what's interesting about this shoe shine competition is that they have just 20 minutes to create the best shine possible on a brand new pair of shoes. Anyone that's tried to create a mirror shine on a pair of new shoes knows that that's easier said than done. And to do it in 20 minutes is actually quite challenging. So they've got their work cut out for them. Of course, they'll be using Saphir Medal d'Or shoe polish, the best in the world and really the choice amongst shoe shiners and patina artists. They have the Mirror Gloss, which is an exceptional product, hard wax that is really great at building that foundation. Pactilex wax polish, a little bit of water, and some chamois. So those are the tools available at their disposal. Anything else that you can think of? No?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, without further ado, is everyone ready? Who's timing? Justin. Okay, you're the official timer.
It's like I'm the official everything right.
There you go.
20 minutes?
20 minutes.
All right.
Okay, gentlemen. On your mark, get set, go.
All right.
Yeah, so here we are. Now this is an incredibly challenging goal here, is to create a mirror shine in just 20 minutes. I have trouble doing it in several hours. I call it the mirage of the mirror shine. You can chase it all afternoon. And so in some ways you could say maybe the 20 minutes is the definitive because it gives them a hard limit. Now there's a lot of different techniques for doing this, and I think we're probably going to see a variety of those here today. But at the end of the day, what you're doing is basically building up a layer of hard waxes on top of the leather that allows the pores to smooth over and reflect light, right? So the first step of this process, of course, is creating that foundation of hard waxes, stuffing the pores of the full grain leather. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that. You can see Sonny's using chamois there at the end. These gentlemen are using their fingers. I think what's been interesting about the London World Championships of Shoe Shining has been to see how various people have approached doing exactly this. There's no question that the Shoe Shine Championships have really kind of pushed the industry, if you will, to really innovate and experiment with new methods. So, and then after that, of course, once you've got that foundation of hard waxes, it's a matter of polishing it. Now, this competition, we're not just looking at who has the highest shine, because whenever you look at a pair of shoes, it's more than just the shine that you work on the cap. We are grading or judging these shoes based off of the total shine of the shoe, really whichever of the 3 is able to produce the most beautiful shoe and shine is the one that will be selected as the winner. Now we've got 5 different judges. that'll be judging this once it's all done. We've got Tom Costin of Soltec with Saphir over there. So he's the importer of Saphir shoe polish in the United States, representing Saphir. I'll be representing Curdy Allison. And then we've got Afan from Brigland Shoes, who was sitting here somewhere, somewhere here. So Afan from Brigland Shoes, based in India, is one of our platinum sponsors. Very familiar with shoe construction and with shines. And then of course we've got Justin and Jesper. All right, so here we go. 20 minutes. We're just 2.5 minutes into this. So again, 20 minutes, it's kind of, doesn't sound like much time, but then as you're here shining, it probably is. All right, so we've got Chadwick switching to the chamois now, a little bit of water. Now water, again, is that secret ingredient in that mirror shine. And not just water, but cold water, because it helps harden those waxes. So a lot of the shoe shiners that I know will actually warm the wax first so that it penetrates the pores more easily. And then once you start working towards the mirror shine, you will use, I've seen people actually just using ice cube in the lid of a tin of wax polish. Yep, we're all on chamois now. The other really interesting thing about the mirror shine also is the choice of colors that you use. There's a lot of options in terms of what colors you use. Now, whenever it comes to shoe polish, a wax polish has the least amount of pigment. So you're going to get the most or the highest concentration of pigment in a cream polish. With a wax polish, you really don't have that much pigment in the product itself, which opens up a lot of opportunities to experiment with the wax polish in terms of tinting. So again, each of the 3 contestants were allowed to choose their color of polish. And with the brown shoe, again, there's a lot of room to play with either darkening the areas where you would generate that mirror shine, the cap or the rear quarters, with maybe like on something like this, using a dark brown polish, or maybe even experimenting with the burgundy. None of those polishes are going to completely change the look of the shoe. It's more going to tint it, and so therein becomes the opportunity to have a little bit of fun through experimentation. I know that with a pair of black shoes, we've seen this in London, where a lot of the contestants will use navy or burgundy or other colors, so that as that mirror shine refracts the light, it does it with a little bit of an interesting tint. So it's just one of the many ways to add character to a pair of shoes beyond what would be obvious to the eye. Of course, we're seeing that most profoundly demonstrated through the Patina exhibition, where they're using the leather dyes to create, truly one of the kind works of shoes. But even on something like shining a pair of shoes, there's so much opportunity for nuance, for technique, and for people to make the pair of shoes their own. The other thing I'll just say is that whenever it comes to a proper mirror shine, this is not the type of shoe shine you get from the shoe shine stand. I mean, in New York, everyone knows the shine stand, which is a great place to get a pair of shoes shined. But what they're creating right here really is a totally different genre of shining. I mean, that mirror shine really is not something that you can produce in a shine stand in a few minutes. It really does require time. I mean, these gentlemen doing it in 20 minutes is exceptional. Normally it's something that would be done over the course of a few days, at a minimum, if not a few hours. And again, the challenge is building up that foundation of hard wax to smooth out any of the uneven surfaces of the shoe, especially those small kind of microscopic holes in the leather of the pores, so that you can produce a smooth surface that is going to refract the light. So we've got Sunny down there at the end, coming along, doing a great job. We've got Levi in the middle, and then Chadwick here. Now, what's interesting about this year's contestants here in the United States is that, with the exception of Sunny there at the end, our other 2 contestants are not in the shoe shine business, although they do it on the side as a hobby or a little bit of extra, kind of money on the side, if you will. Chadwick is in the Army. Levi is a school principal, and then Sunny actually has a cobbler shop. So I would imagine that the majority of his time is probably not spent shining shoes, but actually repairing them. So it's interesting to see how the internet really is kind of giving rise to this new kind of class of enthusiasts that are shining shoes at this level. Let's see, so Chadwick is back using the fingers. And again, the reason why someone would be using their fingers is to really push that polish into the pores of the leather. You can feel it, actually working, and it's efficient. So that's certainly why you see that. And again, I remember back at the London World Championships of shoe shining, I think it was the first or second year that we saw that for the first time. So we've got, let's see, we've got just a little over 12 minutes left. So we're only 8 minutes into this, so they still have time. And now each is only having to shine one shoe. Right, Jesper? Yeah, it's just one shoe. But still, I mean, 20 minutes is not as much time as it may sound. We're live streaming this right now on the Shoegazing blog. And I see we've got a few other live streamers in the front, of course. All right, here we go. So the products that we're using, of course, Saphir Medal d'Or, best shoe polish in the world, available on KirbyAllison.com, available on Amazon, buy it on KirbyAllison.com. So it keeps the cameras rolling. Now, what makes Saphir such a great polish, and the reason why it is so widely regarded as the best polish in the world, is the quality of the waxes. Those hard waxes are what allow you to produce that high shine. And more so than just a high shine, it's what allows the shine to persist. One of the great characteristics of a high-quality wax polish, cream polish for that matter, is that even if your shine dulls, the waxes are still there, and oftentimes either rebuffing it with a chamois and a little bit of water or a shoe shine brush is really all that is required to really renew or rejuvenate that shine. The other thing is the mirror gloss, which I have to say was a product I invented. Really is probably one of the most, certainly the first new wax polish in who knows how long. And what's interesting about the mirror gloss is it's a higher concentration of hard waxes. So, what really inspired the mirror glosses in my visits with a lot of the patina artists in Paris that would do shines professionally full time, what they would do is they would leave a tin of the Pat Deluxe wax polish open for a week or two in order for it to dehydrate and dry out. So those solvents that liquefy and soften those waxes would evaporate, creating a harder wax. The idea being that you're able to, with a higher concentration of hard waxes, build that foundation of hard wax faster. Yep, so 10 minutes left. 10 minutes, we're halfway done. But that foundation of hard waxes, or the concentration of hard waxes, is what allows you to build that foundation. And then, personally, but again, this is just me, everyone's got their own technique, I prefer to start with the mirror gloss and build that foundation and then finish with the Pat Deluxe. But that is by no means the only way to do it, because today we're seeing amongst these three contestants different approaches. And as you can see, there's a lot of elbow grease. There's a lot of friction and heat that's used in the shining of the waxes to produce that mirror shine. So we've got a little bit less than 10 minutes left, and you can see, these shoes are really starting to light up. It's really incredible. Sometimes it's not until right at the end that the shoes will just completely light up. And at that point, what you're really working on is lassaging those hard waxes. You've built that foundation using water, a high shine chamois like the one that we have on KirbyAllison.com, or an old cotton t-shirt. You're applying pressure and a lot of friction in order to shine, to light up those hard waxes to produce that mirror shine. We have Levi in the middle. You can see Levi is using what looks to be like a dark brown. It could even be a black polish. Levi, what color is that? Dark brown. And so, again, you can see it's a dark brown polish. It's not completely changing the look of the shoe, but it's tinting. This goes back to that antiquing of the leather, which provides dimension right? And so an old pair of leather shoes that's had time to evolve. You have that antiquing, which produces variations in the finish across the leather of the shoe. One of the ways to recreate that is by using different colored polishes, like what Levi is doing, to basically mimic what would otherwise happen over time naturally. And then Chadwick right here, he has the neutral mirror gloss and the light brown Panther Lux polish. And then Sunny there at the end has what looks to be both a medium brown mirror gloss and Panther Lux. Is that right? Sunny, is that a medium brown? Light brown, sorry. So again, people often call our customer service and ask, what color polish should I use on my shoes? And this is a great example of the fact that there's really no right answer. Yeah. And then Bridlin, of course, providing the shoes, doing exceptional work out of India. And these are really incredible Goodyear welted shoes, but they use a flex welt. So instead of using ribbing, right, that attaches to the bottom of the insole and then through which the welt is sewn, they're actually sewing the welt directly on the insole itself by using a special technique. And that is more closely mimicking the way that a bespoke pair of dress shoes would be made. And it creates a more flexible shoe that's more responsive and more comfortable. So we're very excited to have them as a platinum sponsor for this year's Super Trunk Show, supporting this event and allowing it to take place. So let's see, we've got a little bit less than 7 minutes left. Where's my official timer? We've got 6 minutes, 20 seconds, so we're rounding the corner. Again, look at Chadwick's shine. It's really kind of lighting up. We've got Levi, again, you can see he's applying another layer of those hard waxes, and then he's going to shine it to bring out that shine. And then Sunny at the end, working hard, really using that chamois with the water, the friction, in order to shine those hard waxes to bring out that shine. A little bit of water, less is more whenever it comes to water. And yeah, here we are. We're rounding the corner on 5 minutes, so we are a little bit over 5 minutes left. So we're 14 minutes, 23 seconds, almost 5 minutes. And yeah, here we go. Now, after they're done, we will take these shoes and evaluate them, and then we'll be back here at 5:30 to announce the winners of the inaugural.
Straight away. Straight away after. We just look at them and then we announce. Then that was the patina.
Never mind, we're going to announce this right afterwards.
You don't have to wait.
Be on schedule. So no suspense. A little bit of suspense, but not too much. Now, if anyone has not been upstairs, we have the shoes, the top 3 finalists in the World Championship of Shoemaking upstairs in the back room right by Bridlin. And those are absolutely incredible shoes that were handmade as part of the World Championships of Shoemaking. This is something that's only a part of the London Super Trunk Show. And if you haven't taken the opportunity to go up and take a look at those shoes, you really should. The craftsmanship on those shoes is astounding. And again, is a testament to what Jesper and Justin has created every single year. The contest has further pushed the level that we see of craft and technique that's put into making those incredible shoes. All right, so how much time do we have? We have 4 minutes left. So this is the final stretch. A little bit less than 25% of the time remaining. And again, this is where everyone is working. I mean, at this point, the foundation of hard waxes has probably been applied, and now it's elbow grease and some water, a little bit of polish to really elevate that shine. And again, you'll see each of these 3 finalists, Chadwick's doing a great job of illustrating the fact that you don't want too much polish on your chamois, so he'll tap it into the tin of Panther Lux and then take a little bit of polish off on his hand. That is to ensure that, again, you've got a little bit of polish, just a touch, but not too much, so that you're not actually kind of taking a few steps backwards. But you need the polish, you need the water, because it's what helps lubricate that chamois as you are taking it across the leather to produce that shine. We've got Levi in the middle doing an exceptional job again. 3 minutes left. Where is the phone? So 3 minutes left. All right. Final stretch. I can see beads of sweat forming on all of these contestants' foreheads. Again, to do this in just 20 minutes is not something I generally don't recommend it. Because, mirror shine really is something that shouldn't be rushed. I mean, my favorite time to shine a pair of shoes is honestly during conference calls. Because you can do it at your desk, you can take your time, you cannot be rushed. And, there's no reason that you can't do it over the course of several days. Right? So again, this is why it works during conference calls. It's a great time to shine one's shoes. Okay, so we're pushing 2 minutes. And the final touches. And again, you can see that it's no small task to produce a mirror shine in just 20 minutes. Now, Bridlin is our platinum sponsor. They've very generously provided these shoes. Saphir Madhabior, another platinum sponsor, generously provided the shoe polish. Kirby Alice, we're of course participating as well. We've got a booth on the other side of this competition in that other room where you can actually buy the polish that you see these individuals using today. We've got the Mirror Gloss, the Pat Deluxe, we've got chamois, brushes, really everything you need. We also have waterproofing spray for your suede shoes if you didn't bring an extra pair. So you might think about that. You should set someone at the front door, applying the super involver, 25 cents an application. So 1 minute and 30 seconds left. This is it. This is the final stretch. I'm getting excited. And again, these 3 contestants selected amongst an application pool of over 20. One of the things that we asked each of these contestants was to not only send in photographs of their shoes, but we asked for videos of them actually doing the shine because we wanted to validate that it was a shine that could be produced in the allotted 20 minutes, which is, again, easier said than done. It's a completely different technique. And here they are, so a big accomplishment. They've come in from all over the country. Not a single one of these finalists is local. And so we really appreciate that. 40 seconds. All right, I guess, let's see, we've got 32.
Kirby,
30.
Kirby, tell people to wait until we finish judging and announcing, then it can come up.
Okay, so if you wouldn't mind, after we're done, stay seated, allow us to review the shoes and then announce the winner. And then after that, you guys can all come up and take a closer look at it. We've got 15 seconds. All right, let's see, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Hey!
Great work, gentlemen. Some ways you say these cards are strategic. Doing this in just 20 minutes is no easy task. So give us a few minutes to review these shoes, don't leave, and then we'll announce the winners, and then you can come up and take a closer look at their incredible work.
Excuse me.
I also have a whole reality. Oh, thank you. Very good quality.
I
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get our contestants back up here? A round of applause for all of our three contestants. I have to say that, again, to produce the Mirror Shine in just 20 minutes is no small task. So congratulations to all of you. It's incredible work. I think the judges, judging was difficult, but the U.S. Shoe Shine champion for 2023 is going to be Levi Elliott. So Levi thank you to everyone else that participated. Levi, we've got this Lacan Cordon Rion Glaze Shoe Shine kit for you. And then we've got not small, but kits also as well for the other contestants. So thank you all so much for your participation. And Levi, you get to keep the shoes as well. Yeah, there you go. So if they're not your size, I'm sure Bridget can work that out for you. So another round of applause for all of our finalists, for Levi. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I saw their construction pass. I feel like everyone is here.
Perfect.
Somebody stuff upstairs. There's some inside. Sure. Slow down.
Thank you very much.
Billy came?
Yeah. Okay.